So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to replace the bulbs on your JDM fog lights for 2004-2005 Subaru WRX or STI. So as you can see here, my driver's side one is blown out, and I'm going to go ahead and replace the bulb. They take H3 bulbs. I just got some basic Sylvania bulbs, not too expensive, paid about $20 for both of them. So go ahead and we'll start by taking the fog light covers off. So take the fog light covers off. It's pretty simple. It's a little tab right here. Just take your key. I wouldn't use a flathead just because it's really sharp, but you just pops off just like that, and then you can just take your hand and just wiggle out of place just like that, and comes right off. So what you're going to be looking at here to take this off, it's going to be 3 bolts. There's going to be one way in the back down there, and then there's going to be 2 bolts right here, so 3 altogether. And what you're going to need to take that off is just a ratchet with an extension and 10mm size. Also, you're probably going to want to have a magnetic screwdriver. That will come in handy when you go to put them back, when you go to put that one all the way in the back that I showed you. You also might need some electrical tape, which I'll explain a little later. So just go ahead and take those 3 bolts out. So after you take those 3 screws out, it's going to just pop out like this, and you're going to go ahead and turn it to the back. And you're going to see here that there is 2 screws, one there and one there. You're going to undo those 2, and that's going to give you access to the fog light itself, the bulb, to take it out. And now the reason why I said you're going to need electrical tape possibly is you can see I put electrical tape last time I did it there. Reason being, this cap is such a pain to get back on sometimes. I'll explain it when I take it off and get to that, but you're better off just putting electrical tape on it when you put it back, because if not, you can get water in your fog light and can possibly rust a little bit like it did on mine. So just keep that in mind once you go to put it back on. But I'll take those screws out and I'll take the bulb out. So once you take the back cover off, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see the plug here, this black plug, which you're going to unplug, and then there's a little lever here. Try to get a better shot of it after I take it off. And then you're going to see this rubber grommet. Now this rubber grommet and lining this cap back up is the main reason why you're going to want to put the electrical tape, because it is such a pain to line this up, and that's what's preventing the water from getting in or staying out of your fog light. So you're going to want to definitely protect that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with one hand here. Let me see if I can. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to. Oh, no, okay, I got it. So this is the plug for the fog light, the bulb itself that plugs into this little, sorry, I'm blocking it, plugs into that black plug. So now, next thing you're going to want to do here is, it's going to be these little levers here, as you can see. Point the screwdriver at it. This lever here, you're going to take your finger and just push it. Terrible. Hold on. Let me just pause and do it real quick. So you got to push that lever down, and once you push the lever down that I said, it's going to pop up. There's like a little lip that it sits under, and then the bulb itself is just going to pull right out just like that. And then you get your bulb. This one, yeah, it's not blown out or anything, but still just going to replace it just cause. So next step, I'll get the other bulb. I'm going to clean a little bit in there too, and we'll get ready to put it back in. So when you reinstall the new bulb, you never want to touch it with your fingers. That's just kind of a general rule of thumb. And let me get the other one just to show you here. As you can see, it has these two little notches on the end of it. It's got like this circle one right here, and then on the other side it's got this like rectangle shape. You can see that circle rectangle. On the actual thing itself, you can see in the top portion there, it has the little circle. I can't really point at it because I don't got a third hand, but it's got the little circle bump and it's got this little rectangle bump. I'm kind of flashing the light. So you want to line it up like that and drop it in, and you want to just put that metal pin that holds it down in the black slot. And you also want to route this white wire that plugs into this black box. You want to route it above the metal clamp so it doesn't clamp onto the wire. So now that you got that all plugged in, you want to just go turn the light on and make sure it lights up. And also, I just kind of thought of this now. Probably want to put some underneath the Foglight. I got like a cover on my actual lens for my Foglight so it doesn't get scratched or anything. I have like a protective film, but if you don't, you probably want to put a rag under it so it doesn't scratch it because it's kind of a little dirty in here. That'd just be like a kind of a tip I just thought of now, but I'm going to go turn the lights on real quick and see if it works. So taking a look here, we can see that it's lit up, it's working, works great. So that's good. So just always want to check to make sure it obviously works before you put it back together. So go turn off the lights and we'll reassemble it. So the toughest part probably about this whole thing is reassembling this cap on here. So there's a few things. This little black box that you plug your wire into lines up with these two little clips on the cap. And also, the cap, you have to line the holes up with the screw holes here. You gotta be, as you can see, there's one there, and there's one right there. And you have to be very specific about how you line this cap up. If you don't line it up right, it won't close all the way, it won't seal. You gotta also make sure that rubber grommet around the ring doesn't fall out either, and just take your time with this. You want to make sure it's sealed as possible, and also you want to have your electrical tape for this part too. I'll show you where I put the tape on. You just want to be thorough, make sure that it has a tight seal and water's definitely not going to get in. So I'll do that and I'll come back. After no exaggeration of probably almost 20 plus minutes, I finally got this on, and you see that? Pay attention to where it says top, because it's just such a pain to line up. You will be putting it on the wrong way, left, right, blah, blah, blah. You really got to force it in, and you got to make sure on the sides here, you can see that little gray stuff. That's where you want to put electrical tape. Kind of where that black cap is, how there's a tiny gap between the gray and the black. You want to put electrical tape around that so it doesn't leak in. So I'm going to do that real quick. As you can see, I put electrical tape here. And I also put some electrical tape. Hold on a second, sorry. I put some electrical tape right here as well, so you can see if I focus in. As you can see right there near that wire, I put some electrical tape. Those are just the spots I saw little gaps for the grommet and stuff, and I thought water maybe might get in there. So now just reverse the steps, line it back up, put the 3 screws in, and just reverse the steps on the other side, and yeah, then just test to make sure they work. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back. The way it goes back in is top arrow is gonna be up, and then you're just gonna line it up as so. So after you're all done, here's the final product, and yeah, as you can see, they're both working and looks good. So Overall, it took me about 45 minutes to do. It gets easier the amount of times you do it. I've done it probably 3 times now in the past year and a half I've had these, so it's kind of difficult, but yeah, you'll figure it out though. So didn't really see any video on how to do this. It's kind of why I made the video. But yeah, that's gonna be that, and that's gonna be Dominic signing out.